What is the greatest song to never reach number one? Now, of course, this is highly debatable. All different kinds of people are going to have different opinions. Everyone's going to have their own number one that just wasn't to be. But some are undeniable. And this one is, what I'm going to talk about is, on this album, Only Forever, from 1998. And the song is track 2, This Feeling. Now, is there any wonder why there's a British indie rock company called This Feeling? And it's most probably named after this. I cannot confirm that, but that This Feeling organization, which helps grassroots bands in the UK, it probably is named after this, because this song deserves all the accolades it can get. It deserves to be held in tribute. It deserves companies to name themselves after it. James Madritsky, the frontman of this band, the lead vocalist, phenomenal voice, the vibrato, the range, the way he's able to go into the high notes, incredible timbre, tone, just incredible control of the voice. You know, he talks like a brickie, but he sings like an angel. I think that was the words of Manny, who actually produced some of their songs. He produced "Standing in Your Shadow" from Only Forever, and he actually played bass on the 2002 hit, the Dead Walking, or something like that. I can't remember the name of it now. But you know, this song, This Feeling, just listen to it. Takes 2 seconds just to get it online. I don't want to say streaming service because I'm highly against Spotify. I'm not on Spotify, by the way. That's something that you probably didn't know about me. You guys that have been following me for a while. Or maybe you do. Maybe you guessed that I'm more of a physical guy because I always show physical product all the time. Albums, EPs that I get. So yeah, I'm definitely not on Spotify. That's rumor put to bed. If you ever thought I was, I'm totally against that. It's Bandcamp and YouTube all the way for me. But this, this was a band that they had many troubles with their record label, Island Records. They were on Island Records, great label, but they got dropped, and Too Damn Loud and Reaction and Concerta Red. They've had issues with all of those guys, and perhaps that was the thing that stopped them. But This Feeling, the way it starts with the Pinball Wizard style acoustic guitar, and then James's unique voice, distinctive voice comes in. Forgive me, give me one more try. You're not the only one, you can make me sigh. Why don't you? And then it soars up with the, why don't you lift me? Obviously 10 times better than what I'm doing, because James's vocals are just, uncopyable. Rick Beato talks about Sting being uncopyable. I think James Madritsky has an uncopyable voice. Control of that voice is immaculate. When it goes, lift me, I get this feeling. It stays in that high gear for so long that I get this feeling rolling around, around, around inside my mind. And then the bridge part where it goes, take another pill to make you feel better, take another pill to make you feel better. this time. And the orchestration, the strings are in harmony with it, and it brings that uplift. It's just such a great post Britpop ballad anthem. It's got those strings. It keeps soaring for such a long time because when you get to the pre-chorus, it maintains that level of intensity throughout the chorus and the bridge part. The bridge part has a really good EQ kind of filter that happens that keeps it interesting. And then, I like after the soaring chorus, it goes back to the acoustic strumming away, and then James comes in again softly, and then it does that whole build up again, and just listen to it. I mean, you can't really describe these things. You could say all of the superlatives that you want. You can come out with all the pitchfork.com language that you can think of, but at the end of the day, nothing can explain a song as much as when you listen to it. And that's why it's music. It's all about the ears, it's audio. But yeah, this feeling. I mean, I can't really give you many more facts about it. It reached number 33 in the UK charts upon release, so it was a top 40 single, but this deserved number one. Absolutely deserved number one. So it underperformed in my opinion. It was played. It had airplay on Socket AM, TFI Friday. They made an appearance on that, so that was probably the height that song got. That was probably the highest moment for that song. BBC Radio 1 DJ Simon Mayo made it his single of the week. Received airplay on numerous radio stations around the UK. The album peaked at 36. Like I said, I mean, nothing indie rock was getting through at that time. 98, Britpop was over. 97 was the final year of Britpop. That, Britpop or, indie rock in the 90s. It ended on such a high with Oasis, The Verve, and Ocean Colour Scene occupying the top 3 slots of the charts for a number of weeks. And it was also the year 97 was the year of the Prodigy Fat of the Land, Polaris self-titled album, and the mighty Radiohead OK Computer. So it ended on a high. In 98, it was like no indie bands, even if they were massive like a few years earlier, they weren't even breaking into like the top 20 anymore. It was like, Simon Fuller, Louis Walsh, those guys just were like, move over you lads with guitars, your time's up. And yeah, if only PURESSENCE released this, in like 95, 96, I reckon they could have smashed the top 10 with this feeling. And another great single I really love from this album is All I Want. All I Want is the second best tune, track 6. But yeah, this feeling certainly captures the feeling, the whole adrenaline rush of life. So that is my candidate for the number one that never was. Thanks for watching. See you next time.